achieved more major goals over the past 8 years than almost anyone in the world. Mount Everest, K2, the North Pole, South Pole, the length of Greenland by kite ski, the Arabian Desert by camel, 2 Guinness World Records, 2 documentaries, and also 1 book. He's with us here tonight on Emirates News. Good evening to you, Adrian.
Evening, Greg.
Good to see you back on the programme. How do you apply all this experience to actually coaching people in an office environment?
Yeah, I think it's a two-way process because to make these big expeditions happen, I've just used all these tools and techniques from the coaching world on personal growth, leadership development and real teamwork to make them happen. So it's just a vehicle. Of course, on the other side, there's some huge lessons you learn on these big challenges, overcoming the biggest challenges in the world, risk, real teamwork to bring these lessons back into the corporation world. So two-way process.
Do you think that the old methods of management in the workplace, HR methods and management methods are still relevant today as they have been in the past? Why is it changing?
Well, I think technology, which has given us such great advantages, the biggest problem we've got is we're all overwhelmed, and scientists are showing our brains are even shifting shape to cope with all this information overload. So that's great for multitasking, but we're losing the power of deep thinking, of focusing, of strategizing and contemplation. I think that's one of the greatest challenges we have to address in today's world.
Tell us about the many high-ranking professionals' dream of leaving the corporate world and basically going out and being an entrepreneur, doing something completely different to what they do in the office from 8 o'clock in the morning till 5.
Well, if anyone's thinking of doing my job, I'm as involved in the corporate world as I ever was. I mean, a venture is a business. We need sponsors. We need, there's a whole package behind it. It's not just a matter of leaving it all behind. So, but again, I think whether it's adventuring, whatever, you've got an idea, and if you're good at it, it's leveraging the strengths and making it happen. And if you're passionate about something, you can make anything happen.
So from all your adventures, and we've listed a few of them there in the introduction, I mean, what stands out for you at the moment as being the highlight? Well,
I suppose K2, which is the one I spent 3 years in attempting the second highest mountain in the world. It's 200 meters lower than Everest, but it's chalk and cheese. I mean, it's the steepest, the most dangerous, pretty much the hardest challenge in the mountain world. That, I suppose, stands out. Lucky enough, I was successful to summit last year after the tragedy of 2013 when 2 of our teammates were killed. So I suppose that stands out as the ultimate achievement so far.
Now, you are giving some presentations here in the UAE next week. Is that going to give us an insight into possibly some adventures ahead?
Yeah, I'll be saying what I'm doing next, inshallah. But yeah, the story of K2, it's a powerful story. Anyone interested in the great outdoors, about the aspects of human behaviour and about achieving big or contemplating big goals. So it's ended up a very powerful story, and I'll be presenting at Dubai College on the 4th of February at 7 p.m. and Al Yasmina School in Abu Dhabi on 2 days later, 2 days earlier on the 2nd of February.
Do you find that people come back to you with similar questions when you do these presentations, or are you sometimes inspired by what they ask?
There's actually school children, and this by the way, these presentations are open to the whole general public. School children often ask the best questions of all because they're not afraid, but the general question comes up, what's next, the real things on teamwork. Of course, that's the same with corporations. It's the same challenge in corporations. They're always the central thing that people want their teams gelling as hard as best as they can. So the same things usually come up.
Now, when you have done so much, what is next?
Well, I've got I could say it's top secret, but I'm on on the highest mountains of the world. I've got the top 2, Everest and K2. So I'm looking at number 3, 4, and 5, and we'll see what happens there. And then I'm an all-rounder. There's better climbers, there's better rock climbers, and there's better people out there in each individual sport. But I tend to do the lot.
We appreciate you coming in this evening, Adrian Hayes. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.